Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is while you're watching this. At a recent event for people that do a lot of off-road riding, I listened to a talk about how one person went to very remote areas. They did high mileage, took a lot of time to do it. I don't know what it cost, and did it on a big bike as well. So they would ride out in the bottom end of nowhere, and they would take a lot of equipment with them, leave detailed plans of what they were in their intended itinerary with friends and relatives back home, and call in every day to confirm they were safe. They had a device from Garmin which I'd never heard of, which was some sort of SOS signalling device. But it got me thinking, are people doing adventuring wrong? I mean, yeah, you can go to very remote places, cover lots of miles there and back, take 6 months to do it, cost an arm and a leg on some massive adventure bike. But if people are looking at that and thinking, well, I need to spend 30 grand on the latest BMW with 101 buttons on it, I've got to remortgage the house, take a few months off work, plan doing 40,000 miles and go to the most remote place possible. And indeed, some people are capable of having their midlife crisis in this way. But if you're effectively on mud-spattered L-plates and want to do just a little bit of off-roading to see what it's like and go to some places slightly more remote, do you need all that kit? Personally, I wouldn't want to try and manhandle some behemoth of a bike onto small ferries, out of mud or anywhere else, especially on my own, and a saddle height that's far too tall for my 29-inch inside leg, 30 litres of fuel in it, which is not going to be light, and also put the centre of gravity somewhere into the troposphere. I'd like something a bit smaller that if I do have a lay down with it on my leg, I can get out from under it. Now, I always say don't go off-road on your own, but sometimes I have a bit of a pootle, and a couple of times I've come off while on my own. And believe me, a lighter bike is going to be better than a heavier one in this circumstance. So there's a good case to be made for not being a YouTube star and being sponsored to do all these rides, but maybe find a couple of like-minded people, join something like the TRF, and just go out on some gentle lanes near you. When I started green laning again, most of the ones around me are less than a mile long, so even if you've had enough after half a mile, you've only got half a mile to go. So instead of battling your way through a game trail on a heavy forested area, which wasn't fun, or riding out in the scrublands, you might want to look at a little gravel track with a road at each end of it. You can leave all your multi-mode terrain following, radar, GPS and everything else at home and just use an OS map, a couple of mates and get a bit of gentle riding in. With a road at each end, you're probably not too far from somewhere to get fed and watered, and you can gradually increase your skills and experience until you feel like you could take on a round the world odyssey. And maybe you'll do that, or maybe you won't. It's entirely up to you. I find you can have an adventure on any bike, usually by taking a wrong turn and ending up on a road you didn't mean to, but hey, it's on a bike, so it's going to be fun at some point, probably after the scary bits have happened. So if you're watching this halfway around the world on some Starlink enabled kit, or watching it in the comfort of your own home thinking, yeah, I might give green laning a bit of a go, whatever you do, enjoy it. Until the next time. Oh, and one last thing, both the game trail and the dusty tundra are green lanes within 10 miles of where I live. Tatty bye for now.